Looking at the video Windup 1 through 4, I realized I said nothing about tools, and the kind of tools used is a huge factor in the quality and I guess ultimately the meaning of the art. So here I'm going into the workshop, just a double garage. It's been closed off. That sign up there, Smith's Artworks, that metal sign, I had two of those, one on each side of a big 1967 Dodge camper pickup that brought me to California 35 years ago. So here we go inside the garage. There's storage. I'll just look at some of the junk from the past. For a while I was big into model airplanes. There's extra large grade A certified Ego with an egg as a pilot. Here's one for the Montana folks, Miss Flathead Lake float plane. Little bit of work from back in the hippie days. A lot of my wife's Edie's paintings are stored out here. Various projects. Of course, just the usual stack of storage. This piece is one that I've kind of abandoned. The idea was a wall of gears. It never really worked very well. It was ultimately too heavy for the motor to pull. Now it's not even going to give us a rattle. There's a whole box of gears that were cut for this piece. Anyway, that's not about the tools we're using today. So the primary tool that was used in these first four pieces was this scroll saw. The blades are minuscule, and in that middle gearhead piece I broke over 200 blades cutting the gears. Here's some of the scraps from that process. Cutting gears on a scroll saw is truly an old man's business. It requires the patience of somebody who has nothing else to do. There's a little bronze mask that was done of Edie years ago. Poster from a motorcycle ride. Anyway, back to the tools. So the scroll saw, here it is, primary tool. The next one would be the drill press, something every garage mechanic has. Use it to put the center holes in the gears and to drill screw holes. Little vise for the drill press. And of course your regular bench vise. I use this a lot. And the usual collection of pliers, and there's a little square that I try to get things straight with. Welding clamp. This foot square steel block, inch thick foot square, has been invaluable. I use it for all my leveling in conjunction with that little square. I can weld on it on top of the wooden desktop without a problem. There's a frame being welded up for the next piece. And then of course here is the Oxy Setline Torch. Those of you that are viewing this that live up in Missoula, Montana, this was the torch that cut all those flower baskets that are in the downtown area. And there's a grinder over here, just a grinder polisher, this buffing wheel on the end for polish, and this coarse wheel for grinding. So that's it. These pieces are all made with just these common, basically hand tools. Now, the significance of this is fairly major because try as hard as I might, I almost never can get a hole drilled in the center of anything. Circles are not round, gear teeth are not cut the same, straight lines aren't straight, and the result is a fairly wobbly, when you look closely, a fairly wobbly machine. So you have this combination of sort of human and machine, which gives you an organic result. And I guess I could say that what I'm doing is building organic machines. But I do like the look and feel of it. While we're on the tour, here's a motor that I'm really happy to have found. It's a 1895 Edison. This is from the man himself. And the quality of the castings and whatnot in these early motors is amazing. When they started out, they were, you know, really sort of the height of the Victorian machine period. And as time evolved, they ended up going to stamped and sheet metal parts instead of castings. And you can really see the whole evolution of machines.